Hey, this is a general collective love reading for air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the weekend of December 27th, 28th, and 29th of 2019. So, yeah, let's get started. At the center of your spread, you had two cards come out. You had the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is a feeling of being completely stopped, stuck at a standstill in a relationship. This does not feel like it's moving forward. There's some stability to it, but it's almost boring at this point. Because it's just barely moving along. It has some endurance and it has some material abundance to it, so that's great. But it moves so slowly that there's an aspect of missed opportunity that comes along with it. And this is causing some distress. This is causing some sleepless nights. This is causing a bunch of overthinking for you, air sign. This is stressing you out. You don't really know where it's going, if it's going anywhere quickly. It's definitely not going anywhere quickly, but you're not even sure if it's moving. Or there's some aspect about it that is troublesome for you. There's something that's worrying you about it. Maybe you see this night's lack of action as indicative of not being capable of moving forward, or maybe it is just that it's not moving forward. Okay, it's barely there. It's so slow. Okay, it's so slow. In the past, perhaps the recent past, there's been an element in your past of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is my least favorite king. It's fire energy, so it's action-oriented. But the King of Wands, to me, is a player. This is someone who, they're a leader. Maybe they're an entrepreneur. They're a very ambitious person. They're extremely action-oriented. They take calculated risks. But this person is, they have a player energy. It's not, this is not the King of Pentacles or the King of Cups. This is someone who is usually not around for long. I hate to say that, but this is in your past. So maybe that is a person that you recognize, or maybe that is you. These always can flip. It can be me talking about you or the person that you're dealing with. But in your past, there's been some person who's had a bit of a player energy that is very fiery, pretty exciting, pretty ambitious, and whatnot. And so, I'm just thinking now that maybe the reason that this night seems almost boring to you or like things aren't moving along at all is because in the past you've dealt with a King of Wands. Or it may seem that things aren't moving forward because this person is a player. And maybe you know that. Maybe you know that you're dealing with a player and that's what's causing you these sleepless nights. And you know that it's not going to go anywhere, or that if it does, it's going to move very slowly and it might not happen at all. Okay? So the lesson that you're to learn from all of this is about judgment. So this is literally you making a judgment call, you making a decision. Look how the sun is shining. It's actually the light from my lamp, but it's like literally illuminating this angel's head. So to me, it's telling you to use your head. Use your head in making a decision. There'll be some breakthrough, some transformation. You're going to have a new dawn through some difficulty, which is good because you've been sitting here. Okay. You need to be careful not to be judging others, but more importantly, in this situation, I think that you need to be not worrying about how others view you. I just heard for some reason that because this person is so, this person is, in the limelight. This is someone who's, a mover and a shaker. And you might feel that there would be an element of judgment about you if this doesn't work out with this person. But you need to not worry about that. And you need to not judge others and not judge them and just make a decision. This is decision making. This is a judgment call, literally. So the benefit from these sleepless nights and dealing with this player is that you're going to make a judgment call. You're going to make a decision about this. You're going to have a breakthrough. The light's going to shine on you, and it's going to become obvious to you what you need to do. I don't like this king. This king is someone who is he's not someone you can count on. He's in and out. He's practically a knight. He's barely a king, in my opinion. He's a boss. He's got a lot going on. He's, like I said, a mover and a shaker, but this is not someone you can build a stable future with, So quit spending all of this time, these sleepless nights waiting and waiting and waiting for this horse to budge. Make this judgment call. See the light, have a breakthrough. Let go. Release any guilt that you have, release any fear of judgment, and make a judgment call of your own, okay? And you need to do that because you have the World card, which is the completion of everything. So this is a time for change. This is a completion of a cycle. It's the closing out of a cycle so a new one can begin. That's key. Moving forward is not going to happen until you close a cycle so another can begin. Okay, this is making more sense to me now. Maybe you just feel stuck here because of this person. That makes more sense to me. And it's been very difficult for you to get over this. It's been very slow going for you to move forward from this. It's caused you sleepless nights. It's caused you pain and suffering. It's caused you guilt, shame, fear, all of these terrible feelings that this person is obviously feeling. I mean, they're in a prison of their own thoughts in their own bed, And you're stuck. You feel stuck. You feel immobile because of what this person has put you through. Make the judgment call. End the cycle. Because when things end, new things can begin. Accept your life changes, okay? This can also be the world, can literally mean the world like traveling. So that could be part of your cycle that you've been through. This could have been someone that you met while traveling or someone who lives far away from you, okay? Maybe it is that. Maybe it is that the person is at a distance from you. And if there's anyone that's not going to work with, it's going to be an Aries. It's going to be a fire sign. It's going to be the King of Wands. They are action, 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 and attention, and they need it now. So if you are at a distance from this person, even more so, I would say that you need to make the judgment call. And that's clarified for me by your next steps going forward, because these are in the future position. This card can be a warning, or it can be what's in your future, okay? The Three of Swords is the sword of sorrow, of grief, of heartache. It can speak of a third party, which, again, this king, this Aries king, fire sign king, is not going to be able to manage any distance, okay? They'll probably just pick up with a third party, which I'm sorry to tell you that I don't. And I that's not a guarantee. We all have free will. But this card is warning that this could be in your future if you do not make this judgment, okay? You need to heal from this. You need to let go of this feeling. You need to heal from this situation. You need to address the issues that caused you to allow this to happen to yourself, and you need to be kind to yourself. The other thing that you got at the same time that you got this for your future steps, or the future for you, was the Emperor in reverse. And the Emperor is not totally unlike the King of Wands. These guys are both pretty ambitious bosses. They're like boss material, right? Okay. But this Emperor builds his empire on stability and on logic, on solid foundations. They create order. It's telling you to get, because this is in reverse, it's telling you that you are missing those things in your life right now. And it's a warning that if you don't straighten this around to find some stability and order in your life, and to build on some solid foundations, that there's this heartache that could occur, okay? And this person doesn't know what to do, but I think what this is asking you to do is to have the courage to break your own heart. And it's a really tough thing to do. But have the courage to break your own heart, because you deserve what the Emperor offers, okay? You deserve stability, a stable foundation. You deserve, this is the daddy of the deck. You deserve a real man, a real strong man. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. And this is pretty much my favorite guy in the deck because this is a king, so he's by nature pretty solid, pretty solid, practical, tempered kind of guy. But he is full of emotion. He is full of emotional security and kindness. He's a family man. He's nurturing, and he's level-headed, and he is calm in emotional or confrontational situations. And this is available to you. This is what you deserve, not this. So, in summary, you're sitting in this space where you're stuck and you're not moving forward. Things are not moving for you. And it's because you've been dealing with some player, some person who is exciting and fun and energetic and amazing and all of these wonderful, hot, sexy things. But this person's in and out. This person's not someone you can rely on. It's This is an ambitious mover and shaker who will likely break your heart. And you need to make the judgment call. You need to have a breakthrough. You need to release any guilt or any worry about being judged that you have about leaving this person or putting yourself first. This will be a huge relief to you. There's so much peace in just making a decision. You know, this is indecision. This right here is indecision. This is a decision. Okay? There is literal joy and exultation at the relief you feel when you make a decision to put yourself first. When you make a decision that you deserve the best. You know, the cycle is completing. The cycle is ending out. If you allow it to, if you make the decision to do that, the cycle can end and you can move toward great things. Because if you don't, you could be looking at sorrow and heartache and instability. Okay? So use these as a warning of things that you do not want. You do not want this going forward. You do want this. Okay? All right, air signs, I hope this resonated. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.